Hi everyone, I just want to say that I'm just so happy. No, honestly, I'm really happy that I made that video about trying to be myself and letting my guard down and not feeling like I have to live up to what YouTube or social media wants me to be. Just general updates. I know it's been a while since I've actually filmed, so the last video that I filmed was talking about me buying a house and how excited I am and what have you, but I recorded that a really long time ago. I recorded that maybe the beginning of September, so I haven't actually updated you with like what's been going on with my life, what's been happening. So I just thought, since some of you are still asking for makeup tutorials, I honestly don't understand. Don't get me wrong, I love my beauty, I love my makeup, I do, but I don't think I'm your go-to girl for makeup or for dark skin makeup. As much as I love it, as much as I love testing out foundations, I just don't feel like I'm your go-to girl. So I just thought I would just share with my friends that care about that stuff. But if you still want me to do the odd beauty review or like more foundation reviews, because that's what I'm interested in, then let me know and I'll be happy to film them. But otherwise I'll just share them on either Insta stories or Instagram. But if you want to see them, then yeah, that's cool too. Let's just hope this is a video that my mum doesn't interrupt. So things that's been going on with me, I promise I'm not naked. I have a towel on. I just came out the shower, and since some of you guys have been asking for my makeup, I thought I would make this video a chit chat video as well as a kind of get ready with me, if people still do that. And a lot of you were asking what I was doing in the summer for my foundation. Now I know it's no longer relevant, but I'm still gonna share. First I'm gonna put on some sun cream, and I'm gonna use this. I mainly put this on because, you know, the Manolin is a natural SPF, so I only put this on where I have hyperpigmentation, which is just around my mouth. I tend to not put it everywhere, but you know, my own science, it makes sense. And I've done the rest of like my skincare routine, and then I just take a little bit more, just the places that I don't want to get darker, because if you guys actually know, I'd love to be darker than this. Like I would love to be Nima Tang's colour. Oh, it's like when I watch her on YouTube, sometimes I feel like I just want to lick my screen because her skin is like chocolate. I just want to eat chocolate. But yeah, so what's been going on with me? So you guys know that I bought the house. I'm doing some renovations. Oh my god, let me tell you something. If you're going to do renovations, two things: be patient. Second thing, be patient. I was not patient at all. And because I was impatient, because I just wanted to have the bathroom that I wanted, I was like, okay, let's start, let's go with this person, let's go. What's going on? Why is it taking so long? Why have we not started? Let's go. But the prep work beforehand, that should have been done. And then I made some changes along the way. I added things that I didn't think about before because I didn't really have them written down. I just had everything in my head and I kind of spoke them out and then expected everyone to kind of know what I wanted. So imagine you're rushing to work in the mornings and your builder's like, oh, so one day you want this here, but that's going to affect this, so how now do you want it? And I'm like, my train is in 4.6 minutes. I don't have the time to have this conversation. So yeah, it just wasn't, I just feel like I should have planned things out before by myself. So I've learnt some lessons, and if my mum ever watches this video, I think she'll be very happy to hear that I've said that, even though she was against the way I was behaving. But you live and you learn. And then the whole of October I didn't really upload anything, and I'm sorry about that. got some news about my, I don't know if I should share this, my younger sister. And whilst we, oh, how do I explain this? Anyways, we found out that the place that she works was gonna close down in like 6 weeks. And obviously I'm going through the process like of a mortgage, and I didn't tell my mum this, but I ended up, I'm not gonna say it because my mum's gonna watch it, but something happened, and I didn't tell my sister. I told my sister, but I was like, don't tell my mum because she's gonna panic, and I'm good. I don't need her to panic. And you know Nigerian parents, when they panic, it's like, yeah, my child, yeah. It's like, it's not that deep. It's actually not that deep. So I'm just blending this in so that my foundation can sit on it well. But you know, yeah, I don't put SPF all over my face. Is it strange? Maybe not, I don't know. So I haven't even been looking at you, I'm so sorry. Yeah, so my sister was just a bit like, she's being made redundant, what are we gonna do? So we were like, well, my mum's gonna watch this video. She spoke to me today about exposing myself on the internet, but I don't even feel like I'm exposing. But you know Nigerians, the witches and the wizards that they are listening, huh? I mean, I don't believe in them, to be honest, but I believe in my God can do hard things. So, but anyways, I digress. So yeah, me and my sister was being made redundant, so I was a bit like, what should we do? Should we find a new job? Should we start a business? What should we do? Anyway, we ended up by the grace of God opening up a salon in Shoreditch. It's a beauty salon. You guys are gonna love it. It is so beautiful inside. My sister worked really hard on it, and it's a place where you can get your manis, your shellac manis, your pedis, your brows, your lashes, your waxing. You can do everything all in one place. It's really nice. It's right in the heart of Shoreditch as well, so you can go and get your nails done and go for drinks after, all in the same area, which is so great. I will leave more details about the beauty salon down below, but it's been a back-to-back year. It was like the house, the process of the house, no holidays, head down, save, don't go out. In the peak of summer, I was in my house. Then it was like the house, then Vegas, then the salon. I ended up starting like a new role, like literally the party was on a Saturday and I was in a role on Monday. So quick. But anyway, I've recovered from that now, so your girl is good. I'm going in with the HudaBeauty foundation. Actually, tell a lie, I'm not. I'm going in with the Nip and Fab Liquid Gold. This is my secret weapon to dewy skin. I haven't really been reaching for this throughout the winter, just because who wants to be dewy in the winter? So yeah, I haven't been reaching for this at all. Yeah, so let's see what Instagram comes back with, if anything. So you can see, like, I'm a bit, I wouldn't say shiny, but I'm glowy. That's the word. In some of these areas. Oh God. And sis, bring your makeup down. Just, we're not saying to bring it to your breast, just small, you know. What else? You guys also want to know about my love life. Love life is making money. That's the only thing I love. No, I'm joking. It's good as well. It's good as well. This is pretty much my base that I've been doing. I hope you guys have liked what you've seen. I would then take Nye. I've forgotten what this powder's called. What's it called? I usually just have like a teeny bit out like that, so it's easily reachable. I think the packaging for that is just nonsense. And then I just put that under my eye. I think it is a much better colour than like Sacha Buttercup. I think it's too yellow for my skin. It just doesn't work, and I just feel sometimes you have to get that colour right, and for me it just wasn't. And I like to use a small brush because it's only a small area that I like to pat down. It doesn't remove any of the work that I've done. But yeah, so that's basically what's new with me. And that's my base. So I'm gonna go away and then I'll come back and then finish the makeups, because this is basically what you wanted to see, right? Right? So I'm adding some lashes, but I've got some questions in. Someone's asked, what piece of advice would you give someone that wants to monetize their passion? I would say that you need to place a value on yourself, and don't let that be your only income to begin with. If you let that be your only income to begin with, you're just going to do whatever because you need the money. And what I mean, for example, let's say you put a value on your work as being £1,500. If someone comes and say, all we've got is £500, you value yourself enough to say, no, that is not what I charge. I'm not able to do this work for you. But you can only do that when you have an income that's good, that's regular, and you're able to do that. Because there's been situations, this has been many years ago, when I've offered a service to people, and because I was so desperate, I was accepting it lower. And when I accept it lower, they share it with their friends and their family when I do a good service, and they expect that low price that you've offered them. So imagine you're doing work for £1,500 for £500, and then everyone expects it to be £500. Suddenly you're going to burn yourself out, you're going to be tired, you don't really want to do it anymore. Who is at my door? Now I'm going to go in with my girl Jennie Jenkins highlighter palette, and this is the palette number 2, and I'm going to go in with this colour right here. I've never used it, so oh, that is a lot, but it blends really easily. And the reason why I'm putting, oh, what was I using? Oh, that. The reason why I put highlighter on first and then I go in with blush, because it just blends together so much better. I've been sleeping on this palette. How can this be? Oh my god, Jennie, you fooled me. I thought this was rose gold, but this is gold. This is the gold I wear. Oh, I'm gonna be using this more now. I don't wanna be a player no more. So I'm just putting highlighter just on the top part. And then what I'm gonna do is just take the excess of my beauty blender and just damp my lips. So I just muted my lips out just a little bit, just because sometimes the colour of my actual lips can come through and we don't need those. So now I'm gonna go in with a blush. Now this blush is from Blackup. It is so old. Like, this is what I have left of it. Oh, it matches my nails. Can you see it? I'm gonna hide. Ah, I can feel it dropping on me. I've been using the same blush for like 2 years. And it's just like a nice dusty pink, and it just ties in with the look really well. And I just warm up my head just to literally, it's light, or I'm not heavy, it's light, and just brush it in. The MAC Chesnut lip pencil. I don't need to show you, you know what this looks like. It's on their website, it's everywhere, it's not new. The key is the pencil has to be sharp for that precision. And now I'm going in with this MAC lipstick, and it's by your girl. Now I'm going in with this lipstick that's by your girl Patricia Bright. And I think this colour is so good for the winter. She brought it out in the summer, but I thought, girl, this is a winter shade. And the trick to make sure that you've got all the areas is I make this face. And if I can see any colour that's not the lipstick, I just go over it. I know it's such a pretty face. I know. And just to make it a little bit more pink and a little bit more long lasting, I'm going to take this. I'm going to take this Rimmel Liquid lipstick. And that's pretty much my face, girls and guys. I know you watch too. And this is the face that I would wear the majority of the time. The only things that will be different is the brand of eyeshadow. I usually use the Jaclyn Hill BH Cosmetics palette. I thought I'd try the HudaBeauty one. That was so good. Oh, I just love it. I love how small it is, because Jaclyn Hill, you can't take that everywhere. It has to stay in your house, but this can pop in my makeup bag, which is really nice. And then the lips, it would usually just be a nudie pink. There's a combination that I do all the time, which a lot of you like, but I just thought I'd try something a little bit more wintry. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it a look or is it not a look? I think it's a look. I'll show you the combination that I would usually do. I thought I'd just give this one a try, but the combination that I usually do, I'm going to take this off and I'll show you. Look, I'm using NYX Urban Cafe lip pencil. This lip pencil is bomb.com. Let me tell you, it is so bomb. It's more like a reddy brown. Oh, I love this color. And I know this brand of lip gloss, this brand is slept upon so much, but it's MaxFactor, and it's their MaxFactor Honey Lacquer, and the color is Chocolate Nectar. This lip gloss is so bomb. This is my favorite all-time nude, because I only wear nudes, lip gloss combination. It just complements the cheeks, it complements the eyes. Like, I am feeling myself. And then what I do, because it's a gloss, and that's the look. So let me snatch my wig and come back and do the... But yeah, this is pretty much the look, and I hope you liked this video because you asked for it. Would you wear this look? Yes? No? Maybe so? So I'm just going to answer some more of your questions that I got on Instagram whilst I fix this mop. Somebody asked what happened with your birthday surprise. Listen. It wasn't a surprise, okay? Alright? It's fine. I'm okay with it. But you're more upset than I am. You have to just be free and let life happen, you know? Jennie, this is for you. You know what you're asking. How old are you? So, I've never disclosed how old I am because I haven't achieved all the things that I wanted to achieve. And I think as I am learning to be more myself online, with time I will tell you. But I'm sure some of you guys can take a guess and work it out from the year I posted certain videos and how old I said I was in those videos. I'm sure you'll know. But I'm not a young lady, you know, I'm just 21. Do you think the blogging game has changed since you started? If so, how? Yes, it's changed massively. I feel that, you know, obviously now the market is so much more mature, so there's loads more money to be made and certain people act in certain ways. But then at the same time, you know, some of us were doing this and doing university or doing full-time work, and now some are able to do this full-time. I'd love to do it full-time. I think I'm at a place where I can accept doing this full-time, but I just have to put the work in. But that wasn't the question. So anyway, yeah, it's changed, you know, more people, you know, it's easier to build audiences at this stage if you're consistent and if you're great and if you're genuine and if you have something of value to offer. I think now though, blogging's not about the talent anymore. No one is watching YouTube videos to learn how to do their eyebrows or how to do a cut crease or how to highlight and contour. Like, everybody knows how to do it. The cats, the animals, all of them, they can do it as well. So no one's really learning how to do makeup anymore. I think people are just wanting to know where they should spend their money. So I think it's become more of a review based place now. And one thing that is sad is that the creativity has totally gone. And I definitely miss that. Now it's just you plonk a camera, you put your lights on, you turn your mic on. Is my mic on? Yeah. And then you record. I miss doing the lookbooks. I miss doing, you know, the cool things. But it's so difficult when you invest, get a videographer, get someone to hold this up, hold that up, when you go out and spend £800 on clothes and then you get 5 views. It's such a painful thing. So I think people just do what people want to see, if that makes sense. But other than that, I still find that there are some genuine people still in this industry who are willing to help, who are willing to support it without expecting anything. And then there's also people that's like, great, you helped me, but I don't want anyone else to know that you helped me. So for example, there's people that I've helped and I've worked with, and they keep saying, oh, I don't tell anyone that like you helped me, or keep it quiet. Or it's easier for me to give her all the information and tell her what to do, and then she get the glory for it, so then I can stay down and stay where I am. And I remember specifically like someone saying that, and I was like, okay, so you don't want, we're not all helping each other? Okay, that's fine, cool. Not that I expected to help, but yeah. Anyways, but yeah, there's a lot of bitchiness now. Drama channels and all those things are crazy. It's like, wow, your whole purpose in this life is to talk about somebody else. I don't understand them, to be honest. It's changed so much. Like, everyone now is doing surgeries now, and that's a normal thing. I'm not against it, I'm not for it, and I'm not against it. I don't think I have an opinion on it per se. Do what makes you happy is my kind of gist in life. But it's just, you know, everyone is in this drag mentality, drag culture. We weren't like that. If you didn't like something, you kind of like talk about it amongst yourself, and you didn't tell anyone because you didn't offend the brand. Now people are getting 30, 60, 90,000 pounds for a brand deal that you can afford to be taken off that brand's list, and you can afford to trash that brand, and you're still getting paid, you're still getting money. So it's an interesting place. I mean, to be honest, I'm never someone that's competing with anyone or trying to do this or trying to do that. There's things I do outside of YouTube that, you know, gets the point in my purse. So I'm not someone that lets it faze me. I mean, if YouTube and blogging works out for me, that would be amazing. But if it doesn't, I love sharing anyway. Like, My videos at the moment, none of them are monetized, but I still create these videos. So I know people who wouldn't. They were just like, what? You're not monetized? Why am I here? So, you know, I do it for the love, and I don't think everyone's interest is genuine as it used to be when they first started, for example. So yeah, hope that answers your question. Someone said, how are you feeling new? I don't know what that means, but how are you feeling? I'm feeling great. I'm feeling positive. I feel good. I feel like I know who I am. And I'm very happy and content and joyful. Do you have a best friend? I refer to my friends as wives because somebody needs to snatch them up. Some of them are already. But do I have a best friend? I don't have a best friend. I have different friends for different things. So I've got friends that talk about makeup and hair and clothes, and then I've got friends that are talking about church and talking about how to deal with a situation from a Christian perspective, for example. And then I've got friends that they just want to go out and that's all we do, and when I'm in that frame of mind, I'm like, cool, let's do it. Even though 2018 has been the year of my bed is different to your bed. It's all been about staying in and not going out, but I think I've just done a lot this year. But anyways, yeah, I've just got different friends for different things. I don't have like one set person that's my best friend. I don't really like that term. When I was growing up, I used to be like, this person, you're my best friend, you're my best friend. But I think as growing up, I just have really close friends who are smart, they're funny, they get in their coins, and they are doing their thing and they're living life, and they're not letting people take them for fools. And yeah, I'm just loving that. Where do I see myself in 5 years? I see myself, how old would I be? Okay, in 5 years I'm hoping to be at a point where I don't have to work in the industry that I work in. Not because I don't like it, don't get me wrong, I love the industry I work in, but I think with any business or company you work in, there's always politics, there's always rules to work by, there's always office cliques, and I feel like I'm at a point where I just don't really want to be a part of that going forward. I want to be the boss of my own life. I mean, you guys know already that I'm a contractor, so I am a boss of my own life in a way. I want to be at a point where I'm not relying on certain sources of incomes as my only source. So for example, there's things that I invested in a few years back, which to God's grace they worked, and that money was put aside for a wedding, my future, all of that stuff. And obviously that side of my life didn't work out, which was like, okay, great, I've got money to invest, and let's open up a beauty salon, let's buy a house, let's renovate, let's build another business. Like, there's so many other things. I was like, let's, because I can do it. And I wouldn't say I don't have anyone tie me down, because that's not how I see it, but I don't have, my head isn't in that build a family, build a future with someone. I'm not in that frame of mind right now. So yeah, so to answer the question, if I actually will answer the question one day, is in 5 years from now, I just see myself financially free, living my dream, even though I'm like 85% there. Yeah. Another question I've got is, what's your profession? I work in the advertising industry as a project manager, and I'm also a contractor, so I set my own hours in a way. So basically I can go into work, I can have a job for a month, and then I can be like, okay, I'm going to take a month off, I'm going to take a week off, I'm going to take 6 months off, but then I can go back and find another company to work in. I like being a project manager because you have to be very organised, which I am, which is funny because I had this conversation with contractors or with project managers in my current place, and we all had the same idea, and I was like, oh my god, I thought this was only me. So all project managers have to be very highly organized people in order for me to function, because I'm just so forgetful. I have to write a list of every single thing. I have to write a list of all the things I need to do. But even though project managers are highly organized people, we do not like to organize our own lives. And I was like, how can I be a PM and I do not like PM in my life? When it comes to weekends, usually when I say, oh, I like staying at home and I'm at home, because I don't have the time or the energy to organize something to go out to. I just want to, you've made plans, I just want to slip into those plans. But it's just because, you know, you organize all day, you organize for other people. It just feels like work when you do it for yourself. But obviously, because it's something I enjoy doing, there are times where I'm like, no, I have to sort my life out. Right, lists, right, organize, and then yeah, just get back onto it. So there'll be days where like I have to organize things perfectly, and this has to have a place and that has to have a home, and if it doesn't, like, I'm depressed. Okay, I'm not depressed, Mum, sorry, she doesn't like that word. I'm not happy. Hope that pleases you, Mum. Next question, are you dating? Am I dating? No, I'm not. My head isn't in that frame of mind at the moment, and I'm someone that I held myself, I wouldn't say I held myself, I held back on achieving certain dreams because I was afraid that I'd be too successful to be with someone, number one. And then number two, I also felt that I've always wanted to be that person who you meet your guy out of, I don't know, fresh out of uni. Actually, no, let me not lie, because I didn't date in uni and I didn't date after. But I wanted to be that person that met their guy and built themselves really young, and then, you know, a few years later, like, we're rocking the world together, we've done this, we've done that. Like, that was my idea of being with someone, like just being able to build. And I always had this fear that if you were too successful, then you'd miss out on being with someone, because they would be like, well, what do I have to offer her? But now I'm just like, if he comes, he comes. So that's the end of my questions, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is going to be a super long video, but I thank you so much for coming to join me on this video, and I'll see you in the next one, which is going to be a haul, because I'm going to film it right this second. See ya.